G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I'm back in the studio and it's time for Australia's favourite semi-regular news service systems, the Butterfield Broadcast News Service Systems. Hit the music! In world news this week, Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, was arrested in London, taken from the Ecuadorian embassy, and is now facing extradition charges to the United States. But there is a lot more to the story than just releasing documents that the United States government deemed too confidential for the people of the world to see. You see, the reason that he was in the embassy for 7 years in the first place was he was avoiding court over extradition that he faced to Sweden. The reason the Swedish government was chasing Julian Assange was because of a sexual misconduct charge, which in reality was him having surprise sex with a female. Now, in Sweden, surprise sex also means when you have sex with someone without a condom, when you say you have a condom on. And particularly in Julian Assange's case, allegedly this is what happened. So I don't want to go too far into the whole Julian Assange story because it terrifies me. And it terrifies me because this man is being silenced, ladies and gentlemen. He gave information to the people of the world that, in my opinion, they needed. And now he's been taken back to America and the Australian government has said, we're not going to do anything. And I know if I was over in that situation, I'd love the government to, lend a bit of a hand. But unfortunately in this case, they're not doing a thing. And that's scary. So I want to know in the comment section below, what do you think about the whole Julian Assange case? What's going to happen? Where does he go from here? And is this fair? And what does this mean for free speech? Let me know down below. In sporting news, Australian sportsmen, well, two of them anyway, had aneurysms this week when they just fucking went ham, full fucking ham on social media. I'm speaking about Anthony Mundine, the former NRL player and part-time boxer. He said some pretty fucked up shit on social media, particularly on Twitter, where he mentioned his very educated thoughts on vaccinations for children. Now, this former NRL player and boxer and full-time absolute complete fuckwit who recently was knocked out by Jeff Horn, good on you, Jeff, said this on Twitter. A lot of talk about all this vaccine stuff. All I'm saying is research and check what they're giving you or your baby. When, I don't know why I'm giving him that accent. Anyway, we'll go with it. They start mixing it like a cocktail. That's where it's going wrong. In my opinion, you have the right to where it is. Theirs. Shut the fuck up, mate. In what world are people going to take advice for their children from you? That would have to be the most special human of all time to read that tweet and go, well, bro, if Jock Mundine reckons that my 6-year-old can beat polio on their own, then they must be fine, bro. Are you fucking thick in the head, you dumb fuck? You can get a lot of information from the internet, which is fucking fantastic, but also you can get a lot of disinformation and information that is just terrible and misleading and often has detrimental effects on your family or your pets or people around you. I mean, for example, this isn't the first time NRL players or ex-players have been involved in this. Frank Winterstein, his wife, is currently selling $200 tickets to do an anti-vax conference, and she's making a fucking shit ton from these people. My point being is there's dumb fucks everywhere. Don't listen to everyone. Most people are dumb fucks, except me, very smart guy. But even better than Anthony Mundine was Israel, God first, career second, Folau. Now, Izzy Folau, who has played pretty much every sport in Australia, he's about to roll the arm over for cricket for Australia, I'm pretty sure at some point as well. But he came out and said some fucking horrible things about homosexuals, about people who go out and get on the piss, about a lot of people in Australia, because it is a part of his religion. Israel Folau was stood down last week after he put on his Instagram this post, which read, "Warning, drunks, homosexuals, adulterers, liars, fornicators, thieves, atheists and idolaters. Hell awaits you. Repent. Only Jesus saves you." Now, it's great to know that Israel Folau has some faith in his life and he believes in storybooks. Good on you, mate. Time to grow up and stop believing in your imaginary friends, fuckhead. But the most terrifying thing about what Israel Folau said here is not the the homophobic shit. It wasn't the other ridiculous stuff. And it was all horrible things that he said. Probably upset a lot of people. But I think what is worse than that is the way that Australia reacted. This cancel culture where we said he needs to be stood down. And that's what the Australian Rugby Union did. They have stood down Israel Folau because of these things that he said. But it is religious freedom. And religious freedom is a part of freedom of speech. And I think it should be upheld. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want, no matter how ridiculous, but you should also be called out upon it. And I think I can speak for every Australian right now where I say, Israel Folau, you're a fucking idiot. Anthony Mundine, you're a fucking idiot. Pull your fucking heads in and stop saying shit. You sports people, run the ball, all right? Get punched in the head. Do that and then shut the fuck up. In porn news this week, which should be a segment every fucking week, and let me tell you, it probably will be, an Indiana man in America has sued his parents for $40,000 Australian for throwing out his massive porno mag collection. This is incredible. It happened in a Michigan court, and his parents were divorced or some shit, and they had thrown it out because they probably just stumbled across this giant collection of porno mags, and they sat there and go, who the fuck has porno mags? And this dude, right, this dude who had all this porn, he had 12 boxes of porn thrown out. Now that's probably sounds like a lot. Not really. I'm pretty sure most Australian men have consumed 12 terabytes of porn this fucking week. Why? Because we're all gross and proud of it. Some of the magazines that were thrown out included Frisky Business and the ever popular Bad Grannies. Could you imagine buying a magazine called Bad Grannies and then going up to the dude at the fucking counter and going, yeah, mate, I'm keen on these Bad Grannies. Apparently they don't make very good desserts at all. I'm sure grannies are beautiful, but I'm not going to wank to you, all right? If you're a granny and you're watching this, you do you, baby. But I'm not doing you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this informative, incredible content, then make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're going to hit 1 million by the 14th of July, my birthday. And it's great to be back in the studio here. I've been in Melbourne for the last 3 weeks. Thank you so much for everybody who came out and supported me there. It was incredible. We sold out, I think it was 14 nights out of 15, and we sold out 10 of those in a row. It was incredible. The support was amazing. I can't wait to do my Australian tour at the end of the year, but we'll find out all about that later on. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. My dick stank. And love yous. Have a great week. Toodaloo. Au revoir. Bye. Oh, press like as well. Toodaloo. Bye. Bye.